There you are. What's going on, CFA Nation? It's an early one over here. Oh my, I did not expect this. I figured England would still be batting on day one. We did discuss the possibility, Nick and I, that this could happen. So we'll see what happens. But man, the bowling attack has been fierce. Axar Patel with 6 wickets. 6 wickets. You got to be kidding me, man. What's going on, Arjit? What's up? What's up? What's up, Mira? Right. India versus England, not Australia. I got to change that title. Oops. What's going on, Joy? I'm getting my matches mixed up. Let me see if it'll let me change it versus England. Thank you. Literally, it's 6 a.m. my time. Just got up about maybe 15, 20 minutes ago. Like, okay, let's get this done. But looks like it's been a very eventful day one. Did not expect this score, but nonetheless, we are here. What's going on? What's going on, Ajay? What's going on, Dr. Vi, Joy? What? I finished my stream in the second stream. Oh, I didn't realize you were on, Ajay. Like I said, I just woke up. Yeah, man, you're free to join, man. Let me know. Nickel should be coming on shortly. Whew. Right now, it's 9-0. 9-0. We're in day one, and I'm telling you right now, did not expect this. Who's in here right now? What's up, Sanjay? Rain Fire. What's up, Danush? Mohit. Nick Shale. Ablish. Good morning. Sidrath. Formless. Avatar. Arcade. Mohit. I knew, and if you guys watch that, I knew that the wickets would be a fallen. Nick and I discussed this yesterday. Yeah, I know it's India, not England. I tried to change the title, but it won't let me, and I don't want to just, log out and change everything. It is what it is. I'll change it on the flip side when I got to edit this thing. That's my fault, guys. I still got Australia in the mind. I'm so upset about honestly the beatdown they just took versus versus New Zealand. It was a beatdown. They lost by 53 runs. It's brutal. Yeah, I'm trying to change it right now. It just won't let me do it, Azjad. It's all good, man. It's all good. CFA Nation knows what's going on. If Nick's here, you guys get the good stuff. You know, when I'm here, it's a crapshoot sometimes. Oh man. But dude, I'm not sure. I know it's kind of hold on. I always get confused with our time zones. I think it's pretty late for you, Azjad. But if you could join for a little bit and just catch me up on what that first session was like, that'd be glorious, man. I sent you the link right now. Let me know if you could join. That's awesome. Guys, man. So obviously this pitch is spin friendly, right? We're not getting a lot of seams, so maybe it was a mistake not to go with 3 spinners. But 112, holy cow. I did not expect that, man. Just did not expect that. Let me know your thoughts, guys. This is a brand new venue, right? brand new stadium, so nobody really knew what it was going to do. Did you guys expect this? What's up, Brain Fire? Hashtag change it now. It doesn't allow me to change it, guys. I'd have to end the stream completely and start a brand new one. My apologies. Hashtag change it now. Axar took 6 wickets. That's disgusting. And Nick said that he felt Axar was going to be huge. Axar took 6 wickets. Wow. 112. I expected 212 after looking at the pitch. What's up, James Archer? It's the biggest stadium in the world. They said about 50,000 people are going to be there. 50,000. Does it look like it's 50,000 people there? Nick will be in at some point. Yeah, it's early for us, but Nick will definitely be in. Nope. English can't blame the pitch anymore. Yeah, nobody can blame the pitch anymore. But man, the pink ball. I Nick at the end said of our prediction video asked, "Do you think it's gonna go 5 days?" Absolutely not. 54,885 people there. Okay, cool. What's up, Gabe fan? Gabe, the problem with this pitch is that it's impossible for the game to last 5 days. So what's the point of test being 5 days? What's going on, Renil? 132,000 capacity. I thought they said it was 100,000 capacity. That's crazy. Oh, the man, the myth, the legend. What's up, Azja? Thanks for joining, man. I didn't realize you were streaming already.
No problem. Hello, everyone. I'm actually at work at the moment, so I thought I'd join in for about 5 minutes, and then I'll have to jump off. But basically, Axar Patel got 6 wickets. Ashwin took 3. They didn't spin the ball. The thing was, right, they tricked the English batsman into thinking the ball was going to spin, but then ball straight one that they'd get out on. Everyone got bashed. And then Zach Crawley at the start, though, got a 50. Really good 50.
I saw that.
Yeah. And and the rest of them only scored 59. So honestly, India bowled very well. They had their plans set, and they just confused everyone, right? Because everyone was saying this was going to be a bowling-friendly pitch, right? Pace bowling friendly. And they went in with 3 spinners and 2 pace bowlers. And Washington Sundar didn't even bowl. Axar Patel bowled more than almost half the overs, right? It was crazy. Sorry, I'm just talking very quickly, but thank you for having me on. I
appreciate that, man. I was glad to see Crawley there, right? But because Rory Burns, come on. We're done with Burns. So, and look, to his point, right? Half century. But I'm like, what happened to the rest of the team? It was like a debacle. It was a batting collapse of epic proportion. 59 for the rest of the team. You got to be kidding me, man. And I'm just shocked.
Everyone in my chat was like, can't wait for a Gabe rant. And I was like, I hope you guys do a stream, because I really want to see a rant. This is going to be brilliant.
Bro, oh, dude, I'm like, I can't. Dude, it's been a rough couple of days. Listen, Australia getting smacked the other day by 53 runs by New Zealand. And now England, you still got to see how India plays on the pitch. But if India bats out the rest of the day and scores 100 or ends up in the first inning scoring 200, you can't complain you can't blame the pitch. So that's like, come on, are you kidding me, man?
Not at all. Hello, everyone. Hello.
And look, here it is. I'm gonna get hammered for this. Bairstow looked abysmal. I said Bairstow can do 2 things. He can get you a big score, he can get you a century, but he does occasionally like to throw that wicket away, okay, on a duck. Oh, Johnny Bairstow.
He was playing, like, he got LBW, right? First ball, Axar Patel, first ball, tried to defend it, missed his bat, hit the pads, and he was gone. It was so out, and he reviewed it, and it made absolutely no sense why he reviewed it.
That's a Bairstow move, man. He said it was so out, and he still reviewed it. Oh, man. And I mean, what do you think, as a person who's been watching cricket for a long time now, Azad, how is this pitch compared to all the other pitches? I know it's one of the bigger cricket grounds, but how does this, you know what I mean, like compare? Do you think it's going to be really obviously it's going to be a bowling friendly pitch, right?
Well, this is the thing. The ball has been the pitch has been better for bowling so far. It has a good carry, right? It has helped the spinners. It has helped the pace bowlers slightly. However, I think it will get flatter over the course of the next few days and become better for batting and only good for spinning. That's what I see for this pitch from what I can tell. But it looks like a good pitch. At least on the first day, there's nothing that anyone can complain about from the England standpoint anymore to say the pitch wasn't good enough. This pitch is a great pitch, right? It spun a little. It didn't have any, apparent cracks or any dust particles. Yes, there's dust particles right at the crease of the batsman, but barring that, there's nothing else. There was early swing and seam movement with the ball. It's a day-night test. It's a new ground. Everything. I thought it was good. It has a lot of carry. That's something that's good. It has a lot of bounce, which has been very, very important in this case. There is a super chat from Jihan. I just thought I'd let you know.
There it is. Can't blame the pitch or toss this time. Classic terrible play of spin bowling from England. Here it goes. Bairstow was garbage today. This is typical India at home. And, I'm so... That same thing, by the way, happened to Australia, and I was so frustrated where it was like they were deceived. Thank you for the super chat, Jihan. Do you feel that way, Jihan? Because you would see Australia hit a big shot, right? A boundary or a six, and then literally go back and watch the replay. The very next ball, at least 4 of them got out, and it was like they were just deceived. They got set up, man. Oh, Broad is fired up.
Yeah, there's definite setting up from the Indian bowlers today, and the best one for me was Axar Patel. He got Zach Crawley. He bowled a straight one, then an off spinner, and then another straight one, and it completely deceived him right there. Hello, everyone. Hello. I'm not watching the match right now, by the way. I just thought I'd jump on, say hello, hi, all that, and then unfortunately I do have to go in 3 minutes, Gabe.
I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Where were you watching the match?
I'm watching in my dad's in the TV room, but then I came back here and I was watching on this streaming website that I shall not name anymore because this is Cricket for Americans. Streaming website, but yeah, it's just this is my basement of replacement, like your office. This is Studio B, as you called it a couple of days ago.
That's crazy. Yeah, again, just following it, man. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. But it's not over. It's still relatively early. We're still in the in day one session. Yeah. This is the second session, but it's not looking good. It's not looking good right now.
I think India just needs to bat out the day. So they've got about an hour and a half left of the day, or almost 2 hours. They need to bat out the day, try and make sure they don't lose any more than 2 wickets, right? Because this is a pink ball test match. Right. The ball is going to be harder to face in evening or in this evening session. So India needs to kind of balance that out, and hopefully they don't lose too many wickets from their standpoint. But right. England can get wickets. That's the thing. They have Anderson. Right. They've got Broad. They've got Archer. They've got Stokes. And the spinner they have isn't the greatest, though, is Jack Leach. But at the same time, we can see the disparity between the selections, right? India went completely spin friendly, and the thought process was this was going to be pace friendly, and England went pace friendly. And I don't know how that's going to manage. And I said on my stream that it seems like Joe Root might get a few balls in because he's a spinner, right? He does bowl a bit of spin, but he's not going to bowl 15, 20 overs. He's going to bowl 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that, while Jack Leach bowls 40 overs from the other side.
I mean, you gotta give him a few overs, man, because like you said, it's spin friendly. I was fooled though, because I was looking at the ESPN Quick Info projected lineup, and they actually didn't even have Stuart Broad in there. I was going off. Obviously, they got him in there because I was also expecting this to be. They said it would be more pace friendly, like you would get a lot of reverse swing on the ball, so it makes sense to go with both Anderson and Broad. But yeah, Don't blame me for that one. Blame ESPN info and all the other experts that was their prediction.
The thing is, England had made it a point that they are not going to steer away from the rotational policy, but clearly they've just thought, okay, we really need to win this, because now they've maybe looked at this as, oh no, we need to get to the World Test Championship, right? The final. So we need our best squad. And considering the circumstances, this is their best team. Based on the selection, based on who they have available, this is their best selection. So I'm glad they went with the team that they've gone for. And has Gill finally scored a run? Has Gill finally scored a run? I don't know. I think, no, he's still on a 26 ball 0. I hope he doesn't get it.
26 balls on a duck right now. 26 balls on a duck. End of the 8th over. Again, Stuart Broad bowling really, really well. And Jimmy Anderson bowling well. And like you said, that's their strength. No matter what happens this game, I'm not mad at England because they send their A squad. When you send out Broad, Anderson, and Archer, you're trying to win a game. All right. And they got themselves Ben Stokes. They got themselves Bairstow. So clearly they went away from the rotation policy and said, we got to win a game, cousin. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take it. I'll take that.
Definitely.
You know, it isn't over till it's over. And like I said, you still got to have India bat on this pitch that they've never batted before. So that's a big part of it, man. But man, I'm shocked, bro. I'm shocked.
Right. Thank you very much. I'm really sorry I do have to jump off.
I got you, brother. Work comes first. Do what you got to do. Thanks so much.
Thank you. No problem. Take care. Have a blast. See you guys
later. Refresh my stream. I tried like a few times to change it. It just won't let me do it, man. When will Nick come? He should be here shortly. Get off the mark, Gil. I know, as much as we I think England were banking on swinging on the ball swinging under the lights. I think everyone was banking. That's what the commentators, that's what Bogley said on his review. So a lot of people were banking on it, man. But I'm not sure it's spinning swinging at all. What's up, Renell in the chat? Guys, did you expect this? I'm not sure too many people expected this, honestly. So it is the end of the 9th over. Let me go ahead and update the score. And, you got to be kidding me, man. I really, really am concerned right now, but we'll see what happens. India 10 for now. 9th over. Chasing 112. I can't wait to watch the replay to see how bad Bairstow was. He is out of control. Sometimes he's great, and sometimes there goes Shubman Gill off the mark. Stuart Broad gives up a 4. Come on, Stuart Broad. I called for you. Don't get pumped here. What's up, Renil? What's going on, Monkey D, Luffy? Gabe, did you see that Gale is returning to the West Indies? No, I did not see that. That would be glorious. For T20? For the T20, I can't wait. Gabe, you are likely to stream. Where was that? Lost it. New Zealand Australia match. It starts in 8.5 hours time. Tonight I should be able to stream a little bit of that match. Depending how I feel, I actually got to go get my shot today. But yeah, I'm planning on streaming it. Absolutely. Gabe, please read my comment. Let me go back up and find your comment, Renil. Let me go back up and find your comment.
What's up, everybody? Gabe, what did I tell you? You said Bairstow can rake. I said Bairstow can duck.
Here we go. Here we go. I hate you. You know.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing? This is quite an interesting development. Gabe was right, too. He was telling me, he's like, man, both innings might be done with the first two sessions. We had that first inning done, and we got Stuart Broad out there. What's up, everybody?
Nick, they're letting you right now know hashtag Hot Pocket Performance.
There's a whole lot of Hot Pocket performances.
Oh, man. We got a super chat from Dr. Jihan. He says, don't worry, Gabe. It was first game. Rush from Australia, really sloppy in the field. They'll come back. They need to stop bowling garbage at the death. I agree with that, and I'm glad that you mentioned that their defense was garbage, Jihan. Again, that one play by Maxey just upset me. A ball that literally, I forget, I think it was Richardson ran to save it from being a boundary, smacks it in. All he has to do is collect it, and he just takes a lazy approach, hits his hand, and he hits it out for a boundary. That can't happen. That can't happen. But
change the title. What? India versus England.
I messed up.
Test 3, day 1. What am I missing?
Oh, I put India versus Australia.
Oh, I see India versus England.
I thought I changed it.
Let me double check. But guys, I count, what was that, 7? Is that 7 Hot Pocket performances? Sibley down for a duck. Bairstow down for a duck. Stokes down for 6. Pope down for 1. Leach and Broad. So 6 for sure. At least Broad lasted 29 balls. Joffer Archer's really close. He got 11, but he only lasted 18 balls. Joffer Archer might be like a personal pan pizza performance, not just a Hot Pocket.
You called Archer. You said he does perform like an all-rounder, even though he's known more as a bowler. But Archer rarely goes out there and goes out for a duck. He can get you 10, 12, like 30. I've seen this guy go off many a times. And yeah, by shot, I mean the vaccine. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But man, I mean, and I got everything I wanted, Nick. They gave me Jimmy Anderson and Stuart Broad. They gave Archer, you know what I'm saying? Which I didn't think England went for the win, bro. It's not like they stuck to the rotation policy. They said, no, we need to win this game. This is going to be the difference between us getting into the Test Championship and not. And, oh my gosh, bro.
Love it.
So let me update this score. You know what? I changed the score last time and I forgot to post it. Okay.
All right. So I updated the title. And Jimmy Anderson's out there in his 6th over. He's only given up 2 runs. Wow. That was the second one right there.
Jimmy Anderson, baby.
That is incredible.
Now, Nick, the funny thing is, and I got to watch the replay, is that Azjad said that with the exception of Crowley, your boy Axar Patel got a 6 for.
Yeah.
6 their first inning. 3 by Ashwin, but that they tricked England, where England expecting the spin, they would give them straight deliveries. You know what I mean? It's almost like you're expecting a fastball and here comes a changeup, and that's just not fair. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this just
Yeah.
is bad.
Oh, I love the trolling. Here we go. Irfan says, and they gave you Bairstow as well, Gabe. Gabe, you got everything you asked for, and you got a 112, brother. Now, I'm not going to get too crazy until India, they're looking good. We got no ducks so far. India's looking good with their 15 for no loss. Let's get a partnership here. I love that they're playing slow. I can care less if they're playing slow in the first 11 overs. You got nothing but time. Oh, there's Gill right there with a shot, and that is a boundary. Just as I say something, there's a boundary right there for Shubman Gill. There's 8 off 34 off Jimmy Anderson.
Oh my gosh! Don't tell me it was the pitch. Don't tell me it was the pitch.
Who plays 3 seamers in India?
I stand by that. Okay. Go listen to Bogley. Go listen to all the people on Crick Buzz. They were expecting with the pink ball that there was going to be a lot of swinging on this pitch, and that you might want to play pace bowlers or seamers. So I stand by that. That's not my fault. I was listening to experts. I listened to other experts. Right? I don't know what to tell you.
Oh wow, you're gonna put everyone else under the bus right there.
I just throw them under the bus, you know what I'm saying? Dude, I'm so hot right now. Like, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. And again, don't tell me it was the spin or the pitch, because A, you weren't dismissed on spin. You got deceived by Akshar Patel. And I'm taking Azjad's word. He knows what he's talking about. And B, ain't no ducks on India's side. Come on, man.
Well, I mean, their innings is still pretty early, right? I mean, we still are early. They're being very smart about it. Definitely no hot pockets here, my friend. Definitely no hot pockets right here. What's up, Adi? How are you doing? How's everyone doing? So glad you guys are able to join us. Since you decided to join us, since we're watching India versus England, don't forget to go ahead and like the video and subscribe to CFA Nation, so that you can be told about all the crazy videos or all the informative videos that we give you. Spammer spotted. So Heel, easy, my friend. Easy. We got Gabe and Nick here. All right, we got Gabe and Nick there. Now you can stop with the spamming. Appreciate that.
Spammer alert. Man.
Hot star, Gabe. Hot star.
Okay, got you. You know what's funny? They were like, I don't know if this is gonna last 5 days. What's the point of having a venue that can't go 5 days? I said I didn't think it was gonna go 5 days, but I don't think it's the pitch. I think it's the day-night aspect too, with that pink ball. You know what I mean? But I don't mind it if it doesn't go 5 days. You know what I mean? Like, at least it has that potential to go 5 days. It's still a test match. You know what I mean?
If it doesn't go 5 days, then that means that, we have a result, and it means that I can maybe sleep a little bit. I'm okay with that.
200 here. Awesome. Don't forget to drop a like. Really helps out the channel. Only a country that can produce a single good spinner will play 4 seamers in India. You know what? I will say, as much as I badmouth Dom Best, he did bowl really, really well that first test match in India. What did he take? 4 wickets in the first inning, I think 4 in the second, so 8 wickets, something like that. And Leach has been okay too. Not that they're great, they're not Ashwin level spinners, but they need to improve with the spin. Absolutely.
What's up, everyone's music? Hopefully everyone can hear us. If you can't hear us, then I don't know, maybe leaving and coming back in might be the plan. What do you guys think about the new stadium here? What do you think about the Christendon Stadium? It looks like they're saying 55,000 people in the stands. You got some people in the stands for the new stadium. Look at that dust go up as Anderson can't get his footing too correct right there. Hopefully he's okay. But yeah, what do you guys think about this new stadium? When will we get a poster saying CFA behind you?
That's that. Wait, I always get it wrong. That's as close to the poster you guys can get right now. You pay $6 a year for Hotstar, Shiroza? Who do you know? Who do you know?
Hotstar wants to get some of that U.S. money. They charge us $50 a year. Jeez Louise. Yeah, we'll watch some Ashwood's videos. I'm just not sure if we can react to them, but we'll definitely watch them.
I actually tried to watch Ashwin's video, bro. And the thing about it is it's in Hindi. So you gotta
he adds subtitles usually within a day or two.
Oh, maybe because I was watching like one live when he dropped it or right after.
Like usually it takes like a day, maybe even less to get the subtitles out there. But I think it's super cool that he adds those subtitles in there super quick because, some of his conversations are very long and he just throws in all the subtitles, which is awesome. Jihan with another super chat here. He says the pink ball only swings a lot in the night when the lights are on, banking a lot to pick 3 seamers and hope to bowl under lights with more than 112. Yeah, I mean, who won the toss? That's the real question. Who won the toss here?
I can find out for you because I was not up at that point, but I can definitely find that out for you.
I
was not.
It's not Hindi, it's in Tamil he speaks. All right.
It's in Tamil. Thank you for covering that, guys. I appreciate that.
England won the toss.
England won the toss. Okay.
So if they've got the 3 seamers out there and they win the toss, I mean, you're not saying that, we want to be out by the 3rd session so we can use our 3 seamers. At this situation, we'll see if, that gamble is worth it because they got the lights on. India's batting. You got your 3 seamers out there. Ooh, just past the fielder. They're going to get 2 off that one. Rohit Sharma's got his 12. Gill's got his 8. 10, excuse me. He's got his 10. Broad's given up 3 in this over already. There's 2 more balls left. The score is 22 for no loss. But yeah, Jihan, I mean, that's a great point. It's, they got what they wanted, I guess, bowling at nighttime. But that's a lot to hope for that 3rd session where you're going to be bowling in. But I mean, again, England had to do something somewhat drastic. They had to pull out all the stops. You got Jack Leach out there, and maybe he always has the glasses on, but he's got the Ricky Vaughn look with the glasses to hope for a little more accuracy with his bowling when he does bowl.
Here's the thing, though, Nick. Think about it. England's bowling so far has done their job. They've held India through 11 overs to 20 runs. That's 2 runs and over. All right. They're doing their job. I'm telling you, bro, it's the batting that let them down. And that's frustrating. But 50,000 people at that stadium, that's amazing.
It's nuts. Motera Stadium, thank you. I think it's the biggest stadium in the entire world, maybe. Bigger than the MCG. Imagine a stadium in America is called after Donald Trump. It's a similar case. Okay. So Motera is just is a guy. I did not realize that. We have hotels named after Trump, but that's because he owns them.
I was going to say we got a whole bunch of stuff named after Trump. Not that he owns it, but still.
Modi Stadium, not Motera. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw on Crick Buzz. I thought it was a quote from Rohit calling it Motera. A lot of other people online calling it Motera from official places. Motera is the place. Okay. So Modi, Prime Minister. I got it. World's largest cricket stadium and 2nd largest stadium. Wow. The new stadium has a capacity of 132,000 people. World's 2nd largest stadium. Okay, so what's the largest stadium? The Roman Coliseum? No. What is it wouldn't be the one in England, is it? What's the largest stadium? And I'm kind of mad at myself for not knowing this.
You're not talking. No, not Lords. That's
No, not
that-
Cricket Stadium. What's the place where they play? They play soccer and whatnot. Wimbledon? No, not. What is that one called? It's the football stadium in Houston. That's the biggest one. No, largest is in North Korea. North Korea. All right. Yeah, I was thinking Wembley. Thank you, Jihan. I was thinking Wembley. Now they're saying North Korea. Mayday Stadium, North Korea. Thank you, guys. You guys are well informed.
12 overs in the books now, 22 runs. I mean, they're going at a rate under to that. Their rate is what, 176 or 186, something to that effect. They're bowling well, Nick. It's just, it looks bad because of what 183. They're bowling bad because of how poorly England batted. But is Jimmy Anderson not bowling well? You know what I'm saying? Stewart abroad not bowling well?
He says, no, we're well Googled. I appreciate that. Archer,
Archer,
Gabe,
baby.
I'm telling you, my theory about the Hot Pocket is not only just a joke, it's a true theory. Think about this, right? They started batting right before the third session, okay? They got enough food in them, my friend. They got enough food. They got an early dinner. They got enough food in them. They got nowhere to go. They got nothing but time. Nothing but time.
You're out of control.
The Hot Pocket theory plays, my friend. It plays. What's up, Siobhan? No, they don't have to rush at all. Take as much time as you want. Here's Joffer Archer on the attack. Ooh, and the first ball is a 4 right there from Rohit Sharma. Ooh, the hitman. Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na.
That's a third ball, bro. Yeah, I think you're behind a little bit. His first 2 balls were ducks.
Oh, no, I just wasn't paying attention. It was the first time I looked up and saw Archer. My bad.
Yeah. But my boy Archer's on.
I love it. Rohit Sharma says, take that. Ooh, man, that got a little high, too.
That's what you bring Archer in for.
Yeah. Bowl short to Sharma, you will get punished.
Change your length up a little bit. Try to
Ooh,
do a
shot. Ooh, the boundary right there, baby. A fast one. Archer is not at all interested in that shot. He rolled his eyes and said, whatever.
That's what you got to say at this point. Like, come on, really?
Love it. Man, I mean, he just had 2 different approaches to 2 balls, depending on where they were placed, and he just pushed them where he wanted to for 2 boundaries back to back.
Jeez.
Ooh, the crowd's getting loud. Oh, this is what we miss about sports, Gabe. We miss the crowds. We miss them getting into it. It's like a basketball game when you had Kobe, and I almost said in his prime. This guy always had this ability to bring the crowd into it and then just forget about it. You bring that crowd into it, they get on your back, they get loud every single time. The loud pops. It's like a WWE situation. I don't think I mentioned run rate this time, guys.
No, I did.
Oh.
And I mentioned that to mention that it's not like England is bowling bad. It's just they're bowling well. This has been an expensive over with Jofra Archer. But other than that, the run rate was below 2. So they were doing their job. It's just, man, the batsmen did not do their job.
Someone says just throw in the towel, England. A little too early for that.
That ain't going to happen.
You don't even have Rocky Balboa on the apron yet for Duke to say, throw in the towel. It's not that kind of situation. There's still a whole lot of cricket to go. I see Joe Root, the pink ball. He's not going to throw it a few balls, is he?
Stop it.
You got Ricky Vaughn out there with the glasses.
Renault says, Gabe, my comment was John Campbell and Bonner been added to the Jamaican Scorpions squad versus Trinidad. Semifinal today. Interesting. Now, let me ask you a question, Renell. Is it true that somebody mentioned it earlier that the universe boss is coming back? Tell me he's joining the West Indies for T20.
She had told me that they haven't announced it yet. But man, he had a hilarious quote that I think she sent me, or maybe it was AJ that sent it. I think it was AJ. A hilarious quote where he's talking about how, there's different prime ministers for each island in the Caribbean, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, but I'm the prime minister of the Caribbean because I'm the universe boss. So, I mean, he just went off talking about that. It was hilarious.
Oh, I love it. The universe boss. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'll tell you what, after seeing New Zealand crush the Aussies, I'm telling you, I'm sorry. West Indies better bring their A game. They better bring their A game because they can play, bro. And that T20 championship is going to be exciting. And, the West Indies are a ways away from getting to a test championship, but I'll be happy with a T20 championship. I'll take it.
Dude, listen to this crowd, man. I mean, they were just making so much noise. I wonder about these cricketers who haven't really played in front of crowds for a while now. I know they've got used to it before. I wonder if it's just playing a little bit of a factor, maybe. Who knows?
Yeah, West Indies 20 champs.
They are into it.
I was listening to a Virat Kohli interview on Crick Buzz, and he mentioned how he thought that the England players might be rattled by the crowd. And I was like, what? You know what I mean? You shouldn't, as a player, you shouldn't be rattled by a crowd. But he mentioned that as one of those things. And I forgot these guys have not played, in front of big crowds. The crowds do put pressure on you. And that's crazy. That's crazy to me.
Dude, I love that shot right there by Shubman Gill, even though it just came up for a dot. Because, I mean, he's seriously, he's getting, his practice in against Jack Leach and this spinner right here. He's just kind of doing even a 1/10 of a shot right there. It didn't go for anything, but he seems like he's pretty much locked in right now, which I love to see that. We got the spinner in there now, so we'll see how this makes a difference after 4 ball. Oh, look at that off the pitch. That one was doing some funky English right there.
Yeah. That ball is definitely spinning. It spun across him.
Australia and New Zealand have never won a T20 Cup. New Zealand, no, I guess that was ODI, right? The one against England, where England won it.
Yeah, but T20, but I'm telling you, New Zealand's T20 squad, I mean, the way they played the other night looked good.
You said that New Zealand destroyed Australia. I think you got it wrong. I think it's New Zealand destroyed Gabe.
You know what? Wow. Just brutal. They'll nick the bus driver. Let me tell you, they did. Listen, they hurt my feelings. It was personal. I think that somebody reached out and said, Gabe blasphemed on the good New Zealand name.
Several times.
Boys, say it with your chest, boys. And bro, even on the way home, I was doing a little bit of this. That's why I say you can never underestimate, because as I'm driving home, it wasn't a huge unattainable score, right? And you had already lost 3 wickets in 19 balls, including the man Kane Williamson. So I'm already like, yeah, I had no idea who Devin Conway was, but I remember the name now. Oh,
that's the thing about New Zealand. They seem to be just stacked in all formats. They seem to have so many guys that can play. And yes, I mean, they have the contract with the ICC where they only play at home. I get it.
Nick the drive-by master.
But I mean, it's insane. If we said Chase are bad, their trails is the first inning.
33-30. Well, I put Chase in 112 just so you can know what England scored in the first over. But 33-0 right now. 33-0. I'm updating the score, guys, in the 14th over for 15th over right now. We're working in the 15th over. Oh boy. There it is. Exactly. I wanted you to know what the target was, so hey, Once they get past 112, they've surpassed England's score. England's
Here
best
we go.
player.
Thank you so much. T20 World Cups 1, West Indies 2, India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, England, all with 1.
Gill is struggling. He does seem to be struggling a little bit, but he's surviving, right? He's surviving. That's all you can ask. You want to establish that partnership right now. Rohit is hot. So if I'm Gill, I'm just surviving, trying to turn over the strike to Rohit, let him do his thing.
Listen, Gill is out there, all right? Gill is out there. He's got 49 balls, okay? He gets a few more runs, and he's already like the second highest scorer on the England side, for crying out loud. You know, I have no problem with what Gill's doing. You can get as many dots as you want. I can care less about that. Just don't get out. Super chat from Jihan. New Zealand got thrashed 3-0 when they toured Australia last year. Each match by over 200 runs. Playing at home a lot have helped them get into the final. Now, I completely agree with what you're saying, Jihan, 100%. And if this isn't Jihan, let us know, because I'm pretty sure it is. I agree with what you're saying 100%. But, you know, you can only play according to the schedule that you have in front of you. Some of the away series, I think, were canceled because of COVID and whatnot. So they definitely were on the right side of that, but you still got to win those games at home. Right in the air. Don't catch it. Don't catch it. No!
There it goes. There it goes.
Crawley, how dare you?
Was that
Crawley?
Crawley?
That was an easy catch. Don't get me wrong, but I was hoping he was going to drop it.
Was that Crawley that got the catch?
Yeah.
All right.
That was not a good shot by Gill.
I mean, make it respectable. Somebody just said Gill did not look comfortable. You know, again, what do you get? 11, 12 runs? Did not look comfortable. And that's why you bring in an Archer. For those people who blasphemed on the good Archer name. With all his pace, that's why you bring in an Archer. Archer gets those wickets, cousin. Let me go ahead and update that score.
Yeah, that was an interesting shot there because the ball was coming high. You know, Archer's got the pace, and he kind of did a weak swing at that high ball. So you do a weak swing at the high ball, you're just pushing that sucker straight up. I think he was definitely fooled by that one. You got Pujara in here. 33 for 1. Stop it. Get out of here with that 36 all out.
It was a defensive swing, Nick. You know what I mean? And it's like I almost equate it to, because it happens in baseball as well. And you tell guys, why do you do it? It's just an instinct. You know how when somebody goes like this, you just kind of flinch or whatever. It's the same thing. That ball speeds up on you, comes up, and your instinct is almost like Virat Kohli said, that bat is your weapon. You use that weapon to try to defend yourself. So that's why you like those headhunters.
Not in tests, brother. You can't do that in tests. You don't have to have your bat on the ball. You don't have to have your bat on the ball. You just sit there and leave it. It's going to go over the stumps.
Or you just got to be Pujara and eat all those balls, get beat up. How many times did Pujara get hit that game? Remember that? That was insane to me.
I think 11 times. 11, 12, 13 times. The crazy thing is in England got 112, and they had a guy get a half century. They had an opener get a half century. They got that opener get him 50. There you go. There's a single. Pujara's on strike.
Pujara on strike now. Leach gives up a run. Here's the thing, too. It seems like the England spinners, you know, Leach and Best, they leak so many runs. They get you wickets, but they leak so many runs. And that's even why I had a problem with Moeen Ali, right? Everybody's like, oh, Moeen Ali just got 8 wickets. You know, that's how come he got so much money in the IPL. He also gave up like 132 runs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but he also bowled like 1 million overs.
I get it, but you leak runs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Those runs matter.
No, he bowled 1 million overs. Of course you're going to give up that many runs.
He said 1 million overs. 1 million overs.
Dude, it's not even funny. You have some some pace bowlers that are bowling like 8 or 9, and you have some spinners that are bowling like 49 overs. It's crazy.
And then my boy Zampa the other night can't even get his 4th over. I don't know. Australian fans in here, let me know, because I did not read one comment on my R3 wickets about why Finch chose not to max out Zampa. Was he hurt? Or
Gabe, I don't think Australia was one player away. I'm just saying.
Oh, how dare you? Oh, how dare you?
Got a super chat here from AJ. You haven't seen fireflies from the crowd yet. Fireflies?
What are
they bring fireflies to the stadium and they let them out? Oh, man, I love it. Oh, don't even think of. Oh, my gosh.
Ooh.
Pujara reviewed it right away.
Ooh, what do you guys think? If they get this wicket, it's a game now. If they get this wicket, it's a game now. Yes, please like the stream. Please like the stream.
Oh, they're not going to retain. I thought he reviewed it right away, they said. I thought the guy said they reviewed it right away. No, he's just walking off.
Oh, it's a game now. It's a game now.
What'd I say, Gabe? What'd I say? What did I say? I said that Gill and Pujara are the most important guys, number 2 and 3, with this innings, with this match.
You did. It's a game now. See, this is where playing under those lights, this is what's England's plan. I'm sure they didn't expect to only score 112, but you want that ball swinging. You want the movement. You want them having to play under the lights with that pink ball. And England won the toss and got what they wanted there. So it's a game now. I mean, it's already 34. But if I am England, I am shooting for something respectable. If you can get India out for, let's say, under 200, even 150, 180, 200, then it's an obtainable chase going forward. You just can't let this get out of control. So the bowling can still help you, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Firefly, well, calm down with your bad self. They still got quite a few wickets here. Fireflies are the phone lights. I got to address this comment right here because I got to correct something right away. I was not supporting the Kansas City Chiefs. Not at all. I can't stand the Kansas City Chiefs. I will never support the Kansas City Chiefs. I had made the point, though, that I thought they were going to win. But I was rooting for Tampa Bay all the way. I did think the Chiefs were going to win. I can take that all day long. But I will never support the Chiefs. How dare you say that?
And I put my money on Brady because he's the GOAT. You never go against the GOAT. And I hate Tom Brady with a passion. But you got to go with the GOAT.
Pink ball doing pink ball things.
I'm telling you, this is what I expected. This is what the experts, Bogley and all those guys were saying. Like, listen, you're going to get a lot of swing at night. You're going to get a lot of movement at night. So you got to try to survive. So Leach to Kohli. Kohli survives that first ball. And now we are complete with the over. But this has been a series of 2 good overs back-to-back for England. Back-to-back wickets. Shubman Gill gone. Pujara gone on the duck. And it's a game now. 16 over in the books. 16 overs in the books.
Hey, if we can get a Kohli century, I would take that all day long. I will say, though, Pujara, hot pocket performance.
We're gonna have to jot down in our 3 wickets how many hot pocket performances there were, because I think England had 5 or 6 hot pocket performances.
They had 6 definite ones. There's a 7th hot pocket. I told you it was gonna play. Thank you, Ujwal. Wow. You're right. Whoever loses this match is out of the WTC. Absolutely.
That's why this match to me was the biggest one, because honestly, if you lose this match, if you're England, you're done, because you got to win both. You got to go 3-1 in order to get in. So if that happens, you won't see them employ the rotation policy anymore. And or you'll see them go back to the rotation policy. I'm saying, and they won't bring their strongest side against India. They'll probably start getting ready for T20, in my opinion.
That was 4 reds on that Pujara out, so that was definitely a good no review. You got Sharma here at strike. You know, they showed Bairstow there on the highlight, the slowdown highlight of them getting the wicket. He had a big smile on his face. He's like, I'm not the only one with the duck. I mean, you know that guy's feeling relieved every time someone else goes down for a duck.
I hate you. I hate you. He said,
dude, you had a little smile on your face when you looked at that scoreboard and you saw Bairstow duck.
Dude, because I knew I was going to hear it.
There's a shot. And did it touch the boundary or did he save it? Was he able to save? No, that was a boundary. All right. There you go. Rohit Sharma, 27 off 43. Man, that's why an opener is so important, so valuable, because you get some other wickets after you, but you are able to steady the ship. So he got one hand on there, and then it hit the boundary. That opener is so huge. Look at Archer. I mean, he's got a little bit of attitude out there today, man. I
love him. He's fiery, bro.
He's not playing around. He's just like, really? But this is the thing, though. As an athlete, especially in something like Test cricket, where it's a long man game, you got to have composure. I'm not saying he doesn't have composure, but you gotta let those things just roll off your back. You just got to keep going forward.
And Archer can be expensive, but he also gets wickets. You know what I'm saying? And you need you need that a variation. You need that variation.
Yeah, that ball just completely took Pujara by surprise from Leach. There was a nice defend right there.
Oh my gosh, this is the funniest comment I read this morning. Why, Pujara? Why? You used to keep 12-hour biryani on cooking. Why hot pocket now? That's why Pujara was never in a rush, because the biryani's cooking in the pot. I got 12 hours, cousin.
Yes. Dude, I guess the man was hungry. I don't know.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh. I don't think that went for a 6, but that definitely went for a 4 at least.
Oh, come on. Yeah. You know what the problem is with Archer, too? He throws so hard that really, once you can, if you make contact, that ball is just going to take off, bro. And obviously, when you find a hole, they turn the boundaries. That's why he's so expensive. But you need a guy that's going to get you wickets and intimidate batsmen, man.
Here's King Kohli coming up to the strike, to the crease here. Rohit Sharma's giving him a few pointers about how the ball's playing. I'm assuming they're going to bring Jack Leach out. Guys, I'm not worried right now. I am not worried at all. I'll start stressing when they get to a sub-100 score at like 6 or 7 wickets. Then I'll start being worried. I'm not worried right now. You're welcome, Swabs. You're welcome. And we got this comment right here. Let me go get from Gaurav. He says, Nick, now India would make a big score and get England out cheaply. Trust me, this is not my first test match. I like that confidence. I'm not there yet, but I like that confidence.
Top edge hurry by Archer pace. I fear Kohli against Leach. Joe Root going out of form again just after one good inning. England fans on an Anakin, you were the chosen one. Easy there. Anakin, honestly, and Nick and I have had so many arguments about this.
Oh, that got by him. Does that hit the boundary? No, it's a little too slow. That should be at least 2.
Dude.
Here we go, Kohli. Get you on the board. Or is that just a leg by?
That's a leg by.
So he's not on the board. I like to get these guys off the duck territory.
If there's something about that, isn't there? You want to get off the duck as quick as possible.
You want to get on the schneid a little bit or off the schneid a little bit because it takes a while for these guys to get comfortable. And especially with this new pitch, with Jack Leach and what he's doing with the ball right now off the pitch, you want to get comfortable. You want to get a few runs under your belt. You want to be able to contribute. With such a low score by England, and we've seen much lower, but such a low score by England, there you go. That'll get you on the board. Man, that's like the 5th ball right there to get right out past the outstretched arms of the fielder there in that inner circle. Beautiful placement there. He's on the board now with a single. Take that, Jack Leach.
I think that's funny. That was 2 runs, right? Yeah, that was 2 runs.
No, I stopped reading the Dune book. I haven't given up on it, but I did stop reading because I was very lost that first chapter. I've been reading Ready Player 2 recently.
Mir, they've been asking us about cricket. If you want to check out, about baseball, we have a Baseball Explained video on cricket for Americans, and we are planning on streaming a few baseball games this year because people continue to ask for it. But we'll let you guys know when we are gonna do one. Obviously, hopefully like a weekend game, Saturday game, because the the earlier the better for us, because that means it's the evening for you guys. But definitely, we check out our Baseball Explained video. It helps a lot.
The last pink ball test in India was over in 2 days.
Wow.
Wow.
Dude, somebody showed me the record. India's 1-1 in pink ball matches, and England is 1-2 in pink ball matches. That's, I mean,
at least they both got a win in pink ball, right?
Yeah, the pink ball is the equalizer, bro.
47 for 2. So, Gabe, you're telling me because of those 2 wickets that you feel a lot better about England's chances now?
The fact that wickets are falling, I'll take it.
47 for 2? If you look at the average, right? Give me at least 40 every 2 wickets. We're going to get 200 runs.
Honestly, if you can bowl them out for under 200, you just don't want to let this game get away from you on day one. So you don't want to let India put up 220, 230, 240, 250, because then that's it. You're done. But if you can keep them under 200, you can say, okay, boys, we're down 70, 80 runs, but, we can make that up. You can still, walk in there and be respectable. And look, somebody said England was 80 for 3, Nick, and then the floodgates opened. So yeah, anything happened. Hot pocket time. It was close to dinner time too. Oh, Daddy, I smell that. I smell those hot pockets done.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. As soon as Jack Leach got in there after his hot pocket performance, he goes into the cafeteria and he's like, "There's no more pepperoni left. You guys ate all the pepperonis."
They ate all the good ones. They just left the ham and cheese hot pockets. Nobody likes those.
I mean, 80 for 3 makes sense because those are your top 5 batsmen right there. Probably your best batsman, not always, but probably. So that would make sense. And then 82 for 7. Oh, hot pocket.
Bro, they just I did not expect. I mean, I expected this. We talked about it. No way this goes 4 days. No ways this goes 4 days, right? Or 5 days, I should say. And we expected the wickets to fall. But Nick, 12 wickets have fallen already in day one. And we're still in the first session. 12 wickets.
You must be loving life.
I love it. I love the wickets fall. You know me, bro. I love the bowling. So I don't mind. I love people.
It makes sense that you like the wickets because you've seen so many wickets fall on the teams that you support, my friend.
Oh, you heathen. Drive-by king right there.
Phil says, guys, what's the thing that surprised you the most about your preconceptions about cricket? Let me tell you, I honestly thought there was no chance that cricket wasn't boring. Every time I saw like a few seconds or a highlight or this or that, I didn't see too much. I was like, what is this sport? What is going on right here? This looks so boring and so slow. I was way wrong about that. Also, running between the stumps. I knew that that's what they did in cricket. I knew that they ran between the stumps. But for me, I was like, that's all you got to run is that short little distance and you get a run? Like in baseball, you got to go around all the bases to get one run. That's all you got to do is go back and forth a little. Like I was so lost. But that was my biggest misconception, is that it was just boring.
My biggest misconception was that it was not necessarily boring, but not athletic. And what I mean by that is I've always, whenever I did see anything as far as cricket was concerned, it was always test cricket. I had no idea T20 existed. I had no idea that we had the IPL. So when you look at test cricket, you see these guys out there in their sweaters and their white shoes, especially like the old school, right? With their slacks on. Bro, some of them were rocking slacks out there. You know what I mean? They look like they be going to a country club, not playing the sport. So I was like, how hard can a sport be where you're out there playing in a Coogee sweater? You know what I'm saying? You're out there in Louis Vuitton shoes playing, bro. Like, nah, this is. And that was my biggest misconception. And I still don't understand with the sweater thing, especially like, bro, that's unnecessarily, it gets hot, you're going to get sweaty. It's just unnecessary, in my opinion. It looks good, but with that being said, bro, I was shocked at how athletic some of these guys are. Tell me a guy like Kohli isn't fit. Kohli looks like he could run 3 marathons. You know what I mean? Tell me, a guy like, and not just about talk about physicality. Think about the English team. We got a couple scrappers out there. Your boy Stokesy known for dropping people. You know what I'm saying? Stoinis is the kind of guy you don't want to meet in the back. If he says something to you at a bar, you gonna pretend like he didn't hear it because he looks like he's yoked up. So it's just one of those things where I just didn't realize how athletic these guys were.
I love this, Anakit. A lesser man would take this as an insult, but I take it as a badge of honor right here. Cricket is as boring as boring reviews. Since cricket is super awesome, so is boring reviews. Appreciate that. And guys, go ahead and check out boring reviews. I love Rennell right here. As they are talking now, I remember watching their very first review on cricket. How did you stick around, Rennell, after seeing our first review on cricket? I mean, that must have been one of the crappiest videos known to man. How did you stick around? Good on you. I remember too, Rennell, when you were commenting on a lot of our videos around that time. I was like, man, this girl's loyal. She's watching all these different videos of ours. But I guess the first one must have been that cricket video. That's awesome.
I remember Rennell being one of the OGs, one of the originals. As I'm don't let Alex Hale hear you say that, Gabe. No. He knocked Stoinis out. Yeah, Alex Hale's the guy. I mean, these guys were banging, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those things where they are really, really physical, and I did not expect that.
Alex Hale's knocked out Stoinis?
They had a fight at a bar, man. Or was that somebody else? Was that I can't remember. There's been so many cricket fights. That's what I'm saying. For a gentleman's game, because that's what you always heard. For a gentleman's game, you expect these guys to be soft. Do that look soft to you, cousin? You know what I'm saying? They look soft to you. Listen, Kohli's anything but soft, all right? As Kohli gets in everybody's face. Somebody wrote a comment the other day that he was like, Kohli must be Gabe's favorite player because he's the only player who lets the umpires have it. Yes, he does. You know what I mean? The Stokes look soft to you. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like some of these guys is just straight up OGs, bro. Oh, it's beautiful.
These guys are feeding my ego right here. I love it. As for me, I got stuck to CFA channel because it was the peak of the shutdown. Nothing else to watch. Appreciate that, my friend.
That's funny. Hey, Nick, I'll be back in a minute, brother. I'm going to hold down the ship.
All right, man. So we got Kohli in there. He's definitely off duck territory. He's got 3 off 9 balls. Score is 47 for 2. Who's he talking to? Who's Kohli talking to? I mean, this is if England was 80 for 3, India wants to be able to stick around, right? Get past that 80 for 3 mark just because I love numbers, I love averages, I love projections. I would love for them to get there so they can just stay on track, stay on target. Hopefully they don't go, they get 80 for 3 like England did. They don't go down, 20 for 7 or 30 for 7 for crying out loud. I mean, who are you supporting? I'm supporting India. Steven, yeah, I remember you too, my friend. First shows, excellent. Jonathan Gray, 159 for 12 today. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. So many. Guys, do you know about the orange ball? No. It's supposed to be a better replacement for the pink ball, better night visibility. Duke developed it, but day-night test matches are popular in Oz, hence pink. Wow, the orange ball. Love it. I have not heard about it. I only subscribe for US Visa. You guys don't do visas? What? Whoops. Is that why we get a lot of unsubscribes? Got Jihan with the super chat here. Yeah, I know Osmond, Australia, but thank you. Johnny Bairstow headbutted Cameron Bancroft. Wow. I think I might have heard about that, but when you got the headbutt in there, that is just, that's another level of cool. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty cool. The headbutt. I mean, you're gonna headbutt someone. You're willing to take a little bit of punishment, but enact more punishment. That's a guy you don't want to mess with. And I've never looked up Johnny Bairstow and said, yeah, I want to mess with that guy. Look at Death Storm. I've been following you guys ever since we reviewed Dangle. I appreciate that. There's something about newer channels out there that have low numbers and just not really being enticed to subscribe. It sounds kind of silly, but it's just human nature. So we appreciate everyone. And not that we're huge now. We're not. But we appreciate everyone that has been following us from the early days. And tell you what, right now, proud moment for me on Boring Reviews is getting Jabby in an interview. That was so cool to talk to him. Him and Achara. That was so fantastic. And he's been nothing but amazingly generous to us ever since we got a hold of him. How do your American friends react when you tell them you watch cricket? Every single one so far has heard of cricket, which is good. Okay, that's good. And, well, actually, some of them first think I mean like the bug. Like I watch bugs. I don't know what they thought I meant. There's a nice little shot there, and he does not get past the fielder, so it's a single. 49 for 2 in the 20th over. So they've heard of cricket. They don't know really anything about it, so I tell them about it. And the best thing is when I tell them about test cricket, because they always they give me one of those. Every time I tell them about tests and how long it is and all that kind of stuff, they're blown away. And I'll start with telling them what ODI is. They're like, 8 hours. Then I tell them about tests. It's a lot of fun. You guys probably have similar experience talking to people that don't know about cricket and saying the same thing. It's a lot of fun. Even 200 in this first innings enough to beat England on this match, on this pitch. Absolutely. Nick, if in baseball a batter edges and it goes to the keeper, is it out or a ball? If they catch it on the edge, then it's out. Okay? Anything caught in baseball, like in cricket, is an out. If it hits the ground first, it's not an out. It's always safe. If you might be talking about a foul tip where the batter gets a piece of it and it hits the ground or it falls in fair or foul territory and no one catches it, then it's a strike if it's in foul territory. If it's in fair territory, they better be running to first base to try to get that base, to try to get on base safe. So hopefully that makes sense. Got to catch it in baseball for it to be an out, or you've got to throw it to the base and have someone, tag the base and have the ball at the same time to get them out at first base. After that, you have to tag them with the ball. You can't throw the ball at them, but you have to tag them with the ball. to get him out. Oh, no. No. There you go, umpire. Good call. Good call. Are they going to review it? They think it's close. Joe Root thinks it's close. Yeah, he's definitely going to review that. He was very, very confident about it. Talked to his guys, got the word out. Oh, here we go. The decision was not out. This could be huge. Oh, no, this could be huge. Yeah, it could be out. This could be a big call right here. Hit the leg first. Hit the pad first. Oh, this could be bad. This could be bad. Look who shows up right now. Rohit Sharma might be out.
That looks like it's missing. It's missing.
No, that looks like it's hitting. Oh, it goes over. Woo! Yes.
Bro, I'm practically an umpire. Only I'm a liked person, unlike umpires.
Okay,
I saw it and I was like, I'm practically an umpire. No, that's missing. Too high.
Not to be a jerk here, but you probably meant it was going to go outside the stumps, right? Not above it, because that's not look too high to me.
It looked high. So it's going to go over the stumps. So I'm saying,
all right. I'll give you a sure on that one.
Bro, practically an umpire. I'm practically an umpire. You know what I'm saying? Only I'm a liked person, unlike umpires. The mush. Oh, why am I mush? Oh, I called it.
Because right when you came on, it was something good for the team you're not supporting.
Oh.
Yeah, thank goodness on that one.
Nick, I know you got a meeting in a little bit, so
yeah, I'm gonna stay on for 20 more minutes. That's my limit. 20 more minutes. Appreciate that.
Peace out whenever you got to. I'll be here holding them down, hopefully till the end of the stream. I gotta probably peace out around 8:30ish myself, 8:40ish. Get ready for my day, but we'll see.
Oh man, that was close. So 51 for 2. Let me get the score here after 20 overs. We got a T20 match. 51 for 2. I still remember it might have been the first innings of the first test match in England. They had like 30 something in the first 20 overs. And I thought 30 runs? Crazy.
Yeah, well, after that, the first 20 or 30 overs, that's when that ball gets a little beat up and you're able to score a little bit more. The problem is here at night, the ball's going to also move around more.
I see where you put in chasing. I fixed it there.
Trailing. Okay, there we go.
Oh, Ben Stokes, the all-rounder.
Shiroza, what do you mean by 9? Best all-you-can-eat buffet in Vegas. You can't. They shut them all down, guys. No buffets right now because of COVID. Restaurants are back open, back to 50%, but no buffets. They don't want people like congregating and getting stuff off the same eating area or whatever. Why do the runners run back?
Baseball innings. That's
why do the runners run back? Back if the batter is caught? Because if you don't get back to the base you were originally at, then you're out too, because you're trying to advance to the next base.
Yeah, and just for simpler terms, you have to get to some base. You can go advance to the next base if they don't get you out. But a lot of times the safer position is just back to that original base because it's only a few feet away.
Oh, come on, man.
Woo! Coley! Ben Stokes' first ball, 4 runs. His economy rate, Mr. Gabe, that puts him at 24.
I hate you, bro. God, I hate you, dude.
What's up, Abhishek? Appreciate the love for Board Reviews, guys. Varun, what's up, man? It depends on dew. If there is dew, it gets easy to bat. Ball skids off the ground instead of gripping. In case anyone does not know, this is Varun. This guy is a very close friend and partner of Boring Reviews. He's responsible for all the artwork and for a lot of the requests recently because he tells us about it right away. We got some other people telling us about him right away too, which we appreciate, guys. Thank you so much. A little bit of love for Varun and keeping us up to date.
Absolutely. You don't have to run back before
Abhishek.
Before you run to the next base if the border. You don't have to run back before you run to the next base if the batter is caught.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
So if someone catches the ball, you have to go back. So if that's what you guys are talking about, then I apologize. I thought he was talking about like in a pickle. If I'm like 10 feet off first base, let's say, and then the ball is caught, I have to go back to my original base. Once I go back and it's called tagging it and I touch it, then I can move forward if I think I'm fast enough. But yes, if it's caught, you have to go back. That's what you guys were talking about. My bad. Here's Arjit. What's up, Arjit? I want to know one thing baseball got which cricket lacks in terms of entertainment, and one thing cricket got which baseball lacks. Look at Kohli talking to the England players.
Fiery, bro. Somebody said, not to cut you off, Nick, but somebody said if Kohli was in, it was a comment that I read, and they were like, listen, or maybe you mentioned that somebody mentioned it in our Kohli video that we did earlier this week. They said if Kohli would have been in Australia, that legend wouldn't have happened because he would have gave it right back to him. You know what I mean? Because Australian players, that's what we do. That's why I love Australia too. Because just like my West Indies, we're talkers. We're gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. And you could tell that it was a one-sided affair in Australia.
Oh, he lost the ball.
With the exception of Pant, nobody else was really talking back. But they were like, if Kohli was there, that wouldn't have happened. But yeah, look at Kohli right now talking, bro. You gotta love that fire. You just gotta. Period.
9 innings per baseball, but each team gets a chance at the innings. So technically 18 different batting situations. So my answer to this question, people are going to say, oh, that's cheap. But this is my honest answer. It's the same thing for both sides. And that is a huge advantage, I think, for baseball because it works for baseball, is having a foul territory. It makes it much more difficult. It makes it much more challenging where you only have like 90 degrees of the 360 degrees to have fair territory where you got to hit the ball in there, and there's 9 fielders in that area. So it makes it very hard for a ball to be a hit. On the flip side for cricket, the thing they have is they have the 360-degree oval to where it makes it more challenging that way because you have only, 9 fielders, essentially 10 with the opposite bowler in that partnership, but you have 10 fielders there. And I know the bowler's a fielder too, but you guys know what I'm saying. But you have to cover so much ground. So a lot of strategy and where do I put slips? Where do I put my fielders? How do I do the power plays and whatnot? So I think both sports, they do it very well. But in baseball, I love the foul territory situation. In cricket, I love that it's just a free-for-all and you have any kind of reign on where you're going to hit it. That would be my answer.
Arjit, for me, one thing that baseball lacks is a super over. I think the super over is genius, okay? Because games can go on forever. And I don't mind sitting there, but I've been to games live, which is a 17-inning game. People are tired. Fans are just leaving the stands. A quick way to get it out that's fair to both sides, a super over. If they change that 10th inning to a super over, just 1 inning, you know what I'm saying? And you get
baseball fans would lose their minds.
Oh, traditionalists would lose their minds.
Their minds.
They need something like that because we've had 22. Did you just hear what I'm saying? 22 inning, 24 inning games. It's insane. So
there's a shot. The hitman.
So for me, I think that's what's lacking. And as far as what is cricket lacking, I think more teams, which is especially like IPL, right? IPL has only 8 teams. They're expanded to 10, but there's so much talent out there. The deeper the pool, the funner it is. You know what I'm saying? Add more teams. There's going to be more interest as well. So just more teams, a deeper pool. So when I'm looking at the standings and I'm looking at the test standings, I'm only looking at like 9 teams in there or whatever it was. 9 or 8 teams or whatnot? More teams you have, just the more balance there is.
Baseball only seems more confusing than cricket because you know cricket, you don't know baseball. Trust us. For guys who've been learning about cricket for the last year, cricket's no easy, no easy game to learn. It takes a lot. Baseball, like any sport that you're foreign to, is going to be very, very difficult to understand, difficult to learn. Someone says, how long does an average baseball game last? They want the game to be around 3 hours, a little under 3 hours, 2.5 to 3 hours. That's kind of baseball's hope and dream, where they can keep and sustain an audience. And you can get a game over in a little over 2 hours, but usually they average about 3. But some can go, like Gabe said, 7, 8 hours, depending on if it's a tie game. There are no ties in baseball, none whatsoever. There's no draws in baseball. Someone has to win. And just last year with COVID, they introduced a new rule just for that 1 year, where if you get to extra innings, if you get to the 10th inning, then they put a guy on second base automatically just to try to speed things up. A lot of people, Gabe, were ticked with that idea. They were mad about, we played 9 innings and then it's down to this situation. I liked having that runner on second base, quite honestly, because I don't want to watch a game for 19 hours, but a lot of people weren't happy with it.
There's something really shrewd that Sosha said, right? And here it goes. Baseball should only be 5 innings, just like T20. It's not going to go to 5. It's going to go to 7. And they already started it with day-night double hitters and double hitters last year, where they made it to be double hitters to try to shorten the games due to COVID. And rumor is no one has actually looked at that rule. I think it's the same thing this year, Nick, where the double hitters are going to be 7 innings. And players are like, whoa. What's going on with this? Because the more you shorten the game, that means you don't get as many relievers in those games. And this is how people get paid, through their stats. And I'm telling you, I see it coming in the future. They're going to go from, it's just going to be double hitters to shorten the game, to then eventually, it's just going to be spring training games to shorten the games. Within the next 5 years to a decade, there'll be 7 games, because their goal is to get an NBA product, an NFL product, 2 hours, we're done. Because of TV time, you know what I mean? Guaranteed.
Not exactly correct, Jonathan. There's no time limit on the innings. The innings can go as long as they want to be. There's no 10-minute time limit for each half of the inning. You could have some innings that are over in less than 10 minutes. 1, 2, 3, we call them. They're just super quick. I've seen innings go for 30 minutes because the team just keeps scoring and keeps scoring. The inning is over when the 3 outs are made. But yeah. 65 for 2 was the last score I saw. What's up, everybody? Don't forget to please like this video. Thanks for joining us on our stream here in the 3rd session of India versus England. 67 for 2 after 22 overs. I feel really good about that score for India so far. I feel really good. I'm excited to see what Kohli does even after my work day starts, and I can check in on the score and see what's going on. I'm hoping Kohli can stay out there for a while. Leach has been doing some crazy things with the ball, but they've been able to survive him. You got Stokes out there again, who gave up 6 in his first over. This is a pivotal next, I would say, next 10 overs could decide almost this match, Gabe. Because the next 10 overs, if England gets 0 wickets or maybe just 1, and England's able to get it to like a score of 100 maybe, with only 2 or 3 loss.
I agree. You figure the next 10 overs, you're probably looking at maybe, how much time is left in a day? Probably an hour, I would say.
There's only like 17 overs left, I think.
So
there's wide.
Yeah, if England, England needs wickets, right? They cannot allow India to go into tomorrow with 4 or 5 wickets or 5 wickets or even 6 wickets in hand. That'd be atrocious. You know what I mean? They just can't do it. So you're right. These next few innings, next 10 to 15 innings overs are pivotal to this match. Pivotal. Renil, I've never heard of rounders.
That one did not get past the fielder. Nice play there. I think that was Crawley right there. Got quick to the ball. Got Kohli on at strike. Gabe, I saw a comment for our Drishyam review. Guys, if you like Drishyam, the original 2013, check out our review on Boring Reviews. I saw a comment in there where it said that Sri Lanka remade it as well. It was a big hit in Sri Lanka. And supposedly America is going to remake it with Hilary Swank in the role.
Bro, it's
probably
a
as the
brilliant
IG.
film. It's a brilliant film, so I can see why. But it's like, bro, you
Boundary,
stole,
baby. Sorry.
like, people got to get paid. You stole my idea. Like, I get it. It's like paying homage to him, but you literally stole my idea, stole my film shot for shot. It's crazy. But I can see America making it, and that film would be successful, dude. It's so smart. It's such an intelligent film, man. I'm sorry.
Unfortunately, and nowadays, if they are going to make it, I could see them doing it on like Netflix, which it'll still get some steam, but I would love for it to be a theatrical release in America just to see how people react to it. And of course, you're going to have the casual movie fan here in America say, oh, this is a brilliant film that they create on their own, not knowing it's been remade a million times.
Oh, listen, people got lit, right? When
Thanks, Boomer.
Quarantine came out and everybody was like, oh, Quarantine was brilliant, great horror film. Like, yeah, it's a remake, man. You know, it was a Spanish film called Wreck. You know what I'm saying? Because they were calling the director and the producer brilliant, and they're like, it's a remake, man. You know what I'm saying? So it was hilarious. And Stokes gives up a 4. Why is Stokes bowling at this point right now? I know he's an all-rounder. I get that, okay?
He's a really good bowler, actually, but I mean, it's only been less than 2 overs. He hasn't been too effective right now.
Bro, I don't know, man. We need wickets. Where's Jimmy Anderson?
Get out of here, Gabe. You're kicked out of the stream.
Where is Jimmy Anderson? All right. Where's Stuart Broad? Gosh.
Yeah, no, we're going to definitely do a baseball stream, Varun. We definitely are going to, because that's a great idea. You guys can ask all the questions. You guys, can see us talk about a sport that we actually know a lot about. I mean, we're still learning about cricket, but we're still asking all these kind of questions. Gabe knows a little bit more than I do. He's got that coaching, pedigree to him, and he played in high school. But I love baseball. I can talk it all day, and we would love to check out a game.
Nick is being too humble. He knows a lot, especially with stats, historic stuff. The guy's like a computer, I'm telling you. Rounders, it's a kid's game. We play in the Commonwealth. Might have to check out a video on it, see what Rounders is about. But yeah, we don't play that here, and I have no idea what it is. Renault said Rounders are similar to baseball. We don't use a bat. We use our hands to hit it to the beanbag or a ball and hit it as far to run to the base or home or a home run. Okay, I see.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I would love to stick around as long as possible. I got to take off. I got to take care of some things before work starts. Thanks so much for joining, Gabe. Thanks so much for joining us here on CFA Nation. Go India. I don't want to see any wickets fall after I leave the stream. Okay, I don't want to see any of that nonsense. Let's see what happens. Let's see how many runs they can get before everything goes. Arav, goodbye. Everyone else, goodbye. Arav, hopefully you liked that little, for Arav for our last Cricket Tuesday. I know you love the intro, so that was for you. Han Solo. Hey, you get all the Gabe rants all the time. But appreciate everyone. See you guys later. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And don't forget, give Gabe a hard time for supporting England. Give him a hard time.
Easy there. So I want to read this comment right over here. It says, America is investing huge money in football, and FIFA is also trying to make football more popular in USA. USA 2026 FIFA World Cup in USA, Canada, Mexico. USA rankings is 0.25. Do you think football is number one? No, football is still not number one here in America. It's quickly gaining popularity. The problem is, and we've got our own domestic league out here that we play. Savannah's nephew played for the LA Galaxy, which is one of the domestic teams out here, the LA Galaxy Duel. But the problem is that really, in my opinion, they don't really market it as much as it's probably, I would say, the 5th biggest sport, right? We've got American football is king. That's number 1. Then probably number 2, in my opinion, is the NBA. Number 3, baseball, or vice versa. Then hockey. Then would be, international football. But after our World Cup appearances, and not World Cup appearances, but yeah, the getting knocked out in pool stage so many times, getting put in this bracket of death, they're putting a lot of money, especially since the women's team has won and the men's team hasn't. So America doesn't like to lose at anything, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that we got involved, that's why I sincerely believe once we start getting into cricket as a nation and our team starts performing and we get into tournaments, we're going to put some money into it because we don't want to go anywhere and be embarrassed. You know what I mean? Cricket should do a tournament because here's the thing. Test just got the ICC championship, right? And you've got, of course, the T20 and ODI championship. But to get those teams that are not quite, test worthy and those teams that struggle, they should do a tournament. That would be a great idea. Kind of like like World Baseball Classic, where you just invite teams. It doesn't matter what their standing is. Hold a tournament. Probably T20 format would be the biggest idea. All international, put them out there to play. And I'm telling you, you're going to get teams you wouldn't expect to come out, but you'll get a team like America who'll send their team out there. They're going to get scraped. It'll be shown here on ESPN. And when we see our own team getting scraped, there'll be all kinds of calls for, oh, you guys got to put more money and more resources into this. And then you're really going to see America start pushing cricket. But it's on its way. Thank you for that comment. We know LA Galaxy, Gabe. Okay, yeah. So that's the closest to us. I've been to that stadium many a times. Savannah's nephew got hurt, and then right after that, COVID hit, so he's not playing right now. He's just rehabbing. But that's a great venue out there. You'll say it will take 30 years to get a decent standard of football. I don't think so, Thomas. I don't think so. The team has been improving. I say within the next, decade or so, we're going to win a World Cup. I'm telling you, we're going to win a World Cup. A lot of the powerhouses, think about it. Messi's on his way out. He's getting older. All right. Brazil's always got a strong side, but Brazil's, Neymar ain't gonna be there forever. All right, Neymar isn't gonna be there forever, and I think that America is starting to produce a better team. We can bang. It's tough because we always get stuck in a bracket of death too, bro. They love sticking us in there with Germany and Brazil. We got to get lucky and get out of that bracket too, for the love of Pete. I bet that the immigrant population grows, soccer will grow. Exactly. That's another thing. America is, despite the rhetoric you've heard, over the last few years, America is a nation of immigrants. It was literally founded by immigrants, okay? And, from the Irish, who were the earliest immigrants that came, obviously, after the English settlers came, but, Irish, then we had the huge Italian wave of immigrants. Hispanic immigrants. That's what this nation is. So as more and more people, I think right now Hispanics are the second largest minority group in America. But as more and more people come in and this nation continues to grow, you will see more emphasis on international sports. At Cricket for Americans, do you think sports in U.S. is league-based? A lot of it is. A lot of it is league sports, right? We have our international teams. We follow our football teams, the women's football team, the men's football team, our World Baseball Classic team, which is an international team as well that we follow. And of course, the Olympics. That you want to talk about international? See how crazy Americans get for the Olympics, how rowdy we get for the Olympics. The TV ratings are through the roof. People watch Olympics all day long over here. So we have the flavor to go out and their appetite to go watch international play. We've just got to put a good product out there. So India trails by 35 runs. All right, 35 runs, still in session one. Oh my gosh. Right now, we're in the 25th over. And so far, 2 runs scored. Rohit Sharma on strike. Nope. 6 runs. There goes a boundary. Gosh. Stokes getting pumped a little bit here. 17 runs now in 2.4 overs. You know, I know you guys say don't worry about the run rate, don't worry about the economy rate, but he's giving up almost 7 economy rate in tests. That can't happen. That can't happen. That was a thick edge there through the gully. Come on. Let me update this score again. This is, and Rohit Sharma with another run. I can't even update it fast enough. For the love of Pete. Stokes now giving up, 18 runs? Getting pumped. Jeez Louise. 82 for 2, I should say. 82 for 2. And it is the 25th over in the books. Oh boy. Guys, I gotta say, super chat. I missed the super chat. My apologies, guys. I'm working. Trying to update the score. You applied for the USA Cricket coach / manager job, Gabe. Listen, you guys think JL is bad. I'd be in there, throw it. Listen. Oh my gosh. I've been at the high school level. This is how bad it's been. I've been ejected from, I want to say 3 games or two or 3 games coaching at the high school level, and at least 2 or 3 games at the club level. When I used to coach club teams with my older son, J-Man, who's now in college. Ask Trey next time he's on the stream. I was horrendous, man. I would let these umpires know, like, bro, what are you, blind? You know, you're getting paid to be out here. This isn't charity. And get it back over there. Like, bro, be out here, do your job. I can do it for you if you want. And you know, I got tossed quite a bit. I wouldn't survive, man. Oh, I wouldn't survive. I give coaches a lot. Oh, Rohit Sharma with the 50. The Hitman, half century. You got, I mean, Rohit Sharma, 50 on 63 balls. 50 on 63 balls. Think about that. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Wow. Strike rate well over 100. Good on you, kid. Good on you. Krishna says, but according to the average American, yeah, thank you for the super chat, Jihan. I would not survive as a cricket coach. I'd take the job if they gave it to me. You know what I mean? I tell you what, my team would be out there to play, and I'd get them in shape, cousin. We'd be rocking. But you know, just because of my, I think JL got crushed by the media. I was watching the in the documentary this test because he was kicking over trash cans, and he used some tough language. I wouldn't survive my first press conference because I'd let them all have it. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. That is hilarious. Oh, listen. Gabe, the umpire abuser, I'd be horrible. I like seeing this. Mira says, Padicle, last 3 innings, 50 in domestic, 50 over tournament, 52, 97, 152, averaging 100. I'm telling you, Padicle is going to be on this test team sooner rather than later. And Nick and I were calling for him at the beginning of this test season, right after the IPL. And when they released the players that got selected out of the test team, like, they snubbed them. I get it. He's still young, but you just got to watch this youngster play. This kid can absolutely rake. He'll be a next thing we'll see on this test team. Just like I said, Shubman Gill, Patical will eventually be on this Test team, man. You can just see it. The kick is a star, and he's an opener too. So that is something that you can see in the future, for sure. But for right now, there's just nowhere for him to play. There's just nowhere for him to play. But he can play. Thank you, Mirror, for that message. Turning Point says, Gabe, England introducing a new format, the 100, 10 ball, 10 overs, or a 5 ball over, depends on the captain. I heard about the 100, and it sounds like England is trying to do the same thing that the IPL did, but that shortening the game. And I mean, for the younger audiences, just to be candid, right? That's going to be the form of cricket that you're going to attract them to. Many of these younger people just don't have the time. Many of them, think about it, they work 2 jobs, they have family. It's hard to follow a 5-day match for hours upon hours, where if it's just a quick 2-hour match, 2.5-hour match, you're going to get more fans attracted to the game. So I understand England doing that. It may not be popular amongst cricket purists, but you want the game to continue to grow. So I'll definitely watch it. Thanks for the info, Turning Point. I'll definitely watch it. Let's see. Anderson to Kohli. And over. Look at Jimmy Anderson's 25th over, guys. All right. ... I mean, it's what I'm saying. Like, they bought in Stokes, and he got pumped. He absolutely got pumped. Bring in guys that can really bowl, for the love of Pete. Right now is not the time to just be conceding runs. Last 10 overs, 49 runs, 1 wicket. Correction, last 10 overs, 49 runs, no wicket. Maiden over there by Jimmy Anderson. Thank gosh, because it's just brutal. England have been getting pumped there the last few overs. Let's keep this within reason. Patical, Dewan in place of Shubman Gill. Ooh, I don't know, man. I love Shubman Gill. I know that he struggled the last 2 Test matches, but I love Shubman Gill. I really do. I think that, he had 2 350s initially. You got to give him some time. Gabe, 100 will be the next best tournament after the IPL. Consider the quality of local English white ball talent as best as overseas talent in the IPL. Yeah, and like I said, I understand why they're doing it, and Test purists may not like it, but you also got to be you got to be up with the times, right? And again, for a lot of these young people, I got a younger brother, who's just starting out a family, working 2 jobs as well. It's not easy to be able to follow a 5-day Test match, right? But if it's like, a 1 day, 2-hour event, 2.5 hours, done. I could fit that into my schedule. So, plus younger people just have, and no disrespect to any young people here, have shorter attention spans, So as educators, for instance, we're told keep your lessons 30 to 45 minutes because research shows that after 45 minutes, they're not really listening to you anyway, and they're retaining less than half of what you say. So we try to break up our lessons after about 30, 45 minutes. We'll do a fun activity. We'll take a break. We'll do something to get the students back engaged, give them a break. Boom. Let's get back into instruction. You know what I mean, guys? So, yeah, that makes sense. Here we go. It says, laugh out loud. Funny you should say that, Gabe. Shaw also needed time. He also started off well. You know what? Good point, Sup. Good point. I think that's the danger with India. I don't think anywhere else, any other team, Leach to Rohit. Come on, Leach. I thought we were going to get it. It started off good, 2 dots, but he already gave up a run. I thought we were going to get back-to-back maiden overs, but no. Leach gives up a run to Rohit, so now Kohli's on strike. If you're playing on the Indian test squad, you are more susceptible than any other player in the world to get replaced. That's just honesty. They have such a plethora of talent that they could replace you in a heartbeat. So you're always in danger of being sacked if you play for India because there's so many people they can replace you with, right? They're going to give you 4 or 5 test matches and then it's like, all right, next, because they got so much talent. Whereas guys that Australia, let's be honest, there's certain guys that should be dropped already. And I'm not specifically hating on any players. I was glad, by the way, England too. Burns, finally, Burns gone. He don't believe deserve to be there. Look at Leach, 50 runs, 53 runs, leading scorer for this game. Good, but that's like Australia's Matthew Wade. He's like he's an honorary member. He's always in there. Really. Oh, but I think no other team in the world do you run the risk of being dropped as quickly as they can in India because there's just so many people for them to choose from. But Sup, that was a great challenge. Thanks for calling me out. I appreciate that. Yes, boring reviews he has done on 52 balls. That's interesting. Let me get through some of these in between innings. So the score now is quickly running away, I would say. And, England needs to do something. I wouldn't say desperate, but they need a wicket here in the worst way. Bring back Anderson, bring back Archer, bring back Broad. 84 for 2. Now India only trails by 28 runs. And I mean, India has all their wickets in hand. Do something. Gosh. Where did Campbell come out from all of a sudden? Hashtag justice for Campbell. Here goes Renil. Who started the Campbell talk? It must have been you, Han. Here we go. Campbell feeds on Gabe's tears. There we go, Han. Come on, man. It's early in the morning. Low blow. Minatium started the Campbell talk. Man, I feel bad for Campbell. He's carrying the West Indies team. Not for long. Well, the test team, the test team's been rough. Shaw started well versus West Indies at home. Gill did well versus Australia. Big difference. Good point there. Yes, I did see that Sky was selected for the T20 series. Sky, baby. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so many players, honestly, that you're just like, why doesn't this guy get a chance? Why doesn't that guy get a chance? They can't also, disrupt the chemistry of the team and change it every test match. You know what I'm saying? But there's so much talent. It's absolutely brutal. But I think Sky deserves a chance. I love some Sky. Yeah, please no spamming. I'm trying to get through as many comments as possible. Let's see. Is Gabe playing in the T20 World Cup? It has not officially been. There we go. Jimmy Anderson. There we go, Jimmy, with a dot already. Let's go, Jimmy. And Jimmy Anderson gives up a run to Rohit Sharma. Only a single, though. All right. Only a single. Come on, Jimmy. Get that swing going. Gabe, did I hear about Usman? No. What happened with Uzi? Raheem Cornwell for president. What happened with Uzi? Talk to me about my boy Uzi. What happened with Uzi? What happened with Uzi? Minatium says, Gabe, you would get dropped after a bad day at CFA. Oh, Nick is itching to drop me. I'm telling you. He dropped me in a heartbeat. I'm saying this for a year and a half. Give Campbell a chance in ODI. He's averaging 49. Holy cow. Let me know what happened to Uzi. I definitely want to know. You know, one of my favorite players, Rohit. Sharma's on fire, man. Rohit Sharma just gave up a 4, or I should Anderson just gave up a 4 to Rohit Sharma. The over was going well. Single, dot, single, dot, and then just that 4. Ugh. Gabe for Wade. Who is Sky? What? Samir Kamir Yadav. He plays for the IPL. He is a savage. He is a savage. The guy can absolutely rake. All right, Sandy B says, if British had money, which India, then India enough money motivated forward for win final match 1950 FIFA semifinal. All right. Let's see. It was Kohli that hit the 4. Okay, no. It was Kohli that hit the 4. I thought it was Rohit Sharma. I mean, it doesn't matter at this point. Guys are getting pumped, man. You got to be kidding me, man. You absolutely got to be kidding me. Turning Point says this game is done. I never say anything is done. Turning Point, the other day I said that at 19 for 3, all right, New Zealand was done, cousin, because they had lost Seifert. They lost, I forget the name of their opener, and they lost Kane Williamson. And I'm like, Australia's going to steamroll them. How did that end up? So nothing's ever over till it's over, but that doesn't look good. It does not look good. Read whose comment? Who mentioned something about? Yeah, Kawaj is Uzi. Read OTD Planet's previous comment. OTD Planet. I checking for it. I don't see it. Kawaj, who hasn't played for Australia since 2019 Ashes, finished with 115 not out as the Bulls completed victory just short of 5 p.m. on the final day of the topsy-turvy contest. I've been saying, man, he needs a shot to play. I love me some Uzi. I love a guy like that that's fiery, got attitude. He deserves it. But yeah, Kawhi, like I said something needs to change on the Australia side. Maybe it's bringing in a guy like Uzi to change the energy. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. But I love me some Uzi. If you've seen the guy play, you know he can rock. He can absolutely rock. Gabe, have a collab with Golden Ducks podcast. You know what? Nick, I believe, reached out to them. We're waiting to hear back, or we might have heard back. We're going to say, I'm not sure. Nick handles that side of it. I just streamed the games. All right. Leach into Kohli right now. So far, 2 dots. About 25 minutes to go. And, oof. You know, Kohli gets a run, but that sweep shot is so dangerous, but that's what you want. Put pressure on them, Leach. Put pressure. Come on. Please check out the Grade Cricketers podcast. You'll love them. They are hilarious. The Grade, I'm going to have to look them up. Gabe, please ask Jabi and Achara to do some cricket watch along with you. They got an open invite, man, whenever they have a chance to. Honestly, I don't know how they maintain their schedule. They do so much recording. They're running 4 channels. But yeah, definitely. And then they got side projects. If you watch that video, Achara was mentioning how she was doing a side project where they're recording videos for internet safety for kids, you know what I'm saying, and people. It's like kind of like a commercial or something to that effect. So they're really, really busy, but they always got an open invitation. Really fun people, super cool, man, super cool. I could not say any kind of words. Like, honestly, they were super humble. It was super cool. All right, super chat. Jihan says Kawaj is raking runs in the Sheffield shed. He should have played against India instead of persisting ahead with Wade. He has class, only dropped because he says it how it is to JL. I did get the sense that even from the series, the test, that there was a lot of tension between both JL and Uzi, right? And JL said, you like a guy that speaks up and speaks his mind at the same time. Sometimes he's a little too emotional, but you need players that are emotional. You know what I mean? You need players that are gonna bark at umpires and bark at their own players and say this is not acceptable. And don't tell me that he can't rake. Absolutely, he can rake. Unfortunately, and this is not just, by the way, in cricket, in all sports, there are always these coaches that can't get over themselves. They want players to like be subservient to them. Where, listen, look, I appreciate you're the coach, but I'm a player. I've been playing for a long time. Let me play how I play. You know what I'm saying? Let me do what I do. And I'll give you a better example, Jihan. Tom Brady wanted to resign with the New England Patriots. Bill Belichick pretty much said, nope, we don't need him. We'll move on from him. It's the system. Brady goes and wins another championship. Patriots didn't even make the playoffs. Bottom line. So it goes to, saying sometimes these coaches got to get over themselves. And I would hate to think that you're playing Matthew Wade, or lesser guys because you've got a personal problem with Uzi, when Uzi is a talent. Anybody who's seen him play knows he can play. He deserves to be up there above a few of the guys that Australia trugs out there. So I hope that, like I said, something has to change, and maybe it's bringing Uzi back into the international side. We'll see. But thank you for that comment, Jihan. I know you're always on the pulse of Australia. Oh my gosh. You can't do that. Catch the ball. This is what happened also, by the way, with Australia and New Zealand. All right? Don't complain to me about the pitch. Don't complain to me. Catch the ball. All right? Fielding is about effort and focus. Catch the ball. How does the pitch affect you there? Catch the ball, for the love of Pete, man. You can't make it up. You can't make it up. Gosh, go look at just tell me that Maxey was focused the other day when I forgot who had the all right. It was he's in the outfield. I forgot who. Jimmy Neesham crushes one. It split the defenders. The other defender ran to the boundary, smacked the ball from going to keep it from going for a boundary, and Maxey stands there, lets it hit his hand, and then hits the rope for a boundary. What are you doing? Focus. Gosh. And that's Kohli. And if Kohli does not go for 100 now, if Kohli goes for a big, that's on England. You cannot give guys extra opportunities, man. Gosh. It's frustrating. It is absolutely frustrating. Bad drop there. It's oh gosh. You can't win cricket like this. All right. You can't play a good side at home and then both teams, right? Australia on the road against New Zealand. All right. England on the road against India. You cannot play cricket like this. You got to play clean, man. It's unbelievable. now you can say the game is over. Now you can say it's over. You can't. Oh, jeez. Sorry, man. Super chat miss. I cannot believe it, man. Oh, let me try to scroll up. look at sub red. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? If you want to say the pitch was rough, we couldn't, as a batsman, fine. Or as a bowler, the pitch also, was too flat. We gave up runs, fine. What's your excuse for playing bad defense, for fielding poorly? It's come on. Really? You can't make it up. This is Kohli's at 20 on 24 runs now. He's on 24 runs now. I mean, that's your shot there. That's your shot. It's unbelievable, guys. Thank you, Sup, for the super chat. Really, it's just yes, they dropped them. Yes, they dropped them. It's unbelievable. And mind you, go back and watch that New Zealand game. All right? Watch that New Zealand game. They played unbelievable defense. Great fielding. I've never seen this. In T20, they had like 3 slips in the gully. In T20? What was that about? And they got to every ball. And Australia can't? What's going on? Man. It's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. 91 for 2, 30 overs in the books. Let me update this score for you guys. You can't give a guy like Kohli a chance to get hot. You really can't. You don't give him extra wickets, bro. You can't do it. 91 for 2. We got 30 overs in the books. 30 overs in the books. And I mean, they're trailing by 21 runs now. Last 10 overs, 40 runs. Have not conceded a wicket, and it's desperation time now. It's desperation time. Oh, all right. Let me see. Scroll down. Got a super chat that I missed. I was just updating the score. You cannot give second chance to Kohli second chances. By the way, that Maxwell fielding effort was one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. Clearly was half asleep or hungover. Thank you, Jihan. Thank you. It was so lazy. I was like, what is he doing? It's one thing to go out there and get beat because the other team is just playing better. You tip your hat to that. But you don't give it away. That was just so bad. And yeah, this is Virat Kohli. Yeah, he needs any help. Give him an extra wicket. Really? Unbelievable, man. Thank you for the super chat. And I'm glad that you noticed that I wasn't just dreaming. Like, what was going on with Maxwell? Glenn Maxwell played the worst game I've seen him play. Went out there for 1 over, gave up 9 runs, out on 1 run, never looked comfortable, practically out on a duck. I think it was 1 run on 5 balls or something like that. And then on top of that, fields poorly. RCB, you should be nervous. You should be nervous. All right, CFA Nation, what's up, Abe? Let's see. Whenever Rohit Sharma is well set, he makes things look so easy. Yeah, Rohit Sharma's funny because he was playing poorly, and then I think he was injured for a while because remember, he got injured towards the end of the IPL, did not play for like 3 or 4 games, came back and played. I think it was in the playoffs or the championships. I can't remember, but he was not right. This is Rohit Sharma. He's played a huge role the last 2 games. Hats off to him. Thanks, Gabe, for making my mom's birthday funny. Mine is on Friday. Please stream. Stuff is out of control. It's all about the players, man. And I try to be understanding. I get it. My kids are athletes. My nephew's an athlete. It's not easy, but there's a difference between being outclassed and then just not having focus and not giving 100% effort. Tell me there was 100% effort on that drop. Tell me Maxwell gave 100% effort on that play the other day. He didn't, man, and that's what just drives you crazy. Unless I have an adverse reaction, like when I got my first shot, I got like super achy, tired, lethargic. And I mean, I'll still stream through that as long as I don't have like a major fever or anything, because I got to get my second COVID shot today. I'll be streaming it later on tonight or tomorrow for you guys. But yeah, I'm excited to watch that match. Excited to watch that match. If I miss a super chat, I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, I'm trying my best. It's just that was just fire. Oh, that fired me up. That absolutely fired me up. All right. Over in the books, end of the 31st over. Much better over for England. City. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Nice bounce back there by Leach. And that gives us a maiden over, a much needed maiden over. And honestly, the 30th over was also a maiden over. Kohli got dropped in the gully, should have been caught, and it's so frustrating. Back-to-back maiden overs. I mean, England's making a stand here. They're trying, and you cannot let your team down. Could you imagine if that cut was taken by Virat Kohli goes down there? So you get back-to-back maiden overs with the wicket. It brings you back in the game. It brings you back in the game. Oh man, folks is probably best wicket, current wicket keeper, along with the cock. Yeah, I mean, we'll see, man. We'll see. We will see. Han, if I missed something you said, I apologize. Like I said, just type it in there again. I didn't see it. Oh, there it is. Han says John Dylan Campbell. JDC. Oh, because you mentioned JDC earlier. John Dylan Campbell. Remember the name? Stop it. He's got a lot to go before that time. Stop it. Thanks for the super chat, Han. JDC better than Sky. If Campbell even dreams he's better than Sky, he better wake up and apologize. That ain't gonna happen. All right. Boring Reviews was in the house. Nick was clowning me, I'm sure. Nick, they're giving it to Kohli right now. Giving it to Kohli. You should have seen it, bro. Oh, come on, Archer. There we go. Dot for Archer. Battle. I don't want to see Stokes right now. Bring in your best. Bring in your bowlers. Give me some Archer. Give me some Leach. Give me some Jimmy Anderson. Let's go. 2 runs there. Archer to Kohli. How did Kohli even hit? You know, Kohli, how did he even hit that ball? You got to be kidding me. He's a talent. He is absolutely a talent. And, you know, that's why you can't drop a guy like that. You really can't. All right, let's see. Get back in the chat here. Thoughts on Rohit Sharma? Well, if I'm not mistaken, this is his third 50 in a row for India in the last 2 test matches. Very impressive. He played well last test match as well. And this is the hitman that we need as an opener. You know, he had been struggling for a while, but he's shown his class the last few test matches, and I'm super impressed. And now he just, as I'm talking about Sharma, he just pumps Archer for 4. Gosh. The cock is great. I agree. Yes, he is better than Sky in ODI. Interesting. Well, ODI, supposedly Campbell scores 50, right? I haven't seen him play too much ODI. All fans miss Kohli's 100 more more and more than 1 year. He definitely brings this in the match. Rohit is amazing. How dare I doubt him? Yeah, at one point, Nick was like, what's going on with Rohit Sharma? He needs to be dropped. And then the very next, Nick, you motivated him because the very next game, that's when he gave you that huge 50, I think it was, or maybe 100. I can't remember what it was. Come on. Rohit Sharma to Archer to Rohit Sharma. No run. Length. All right. Come on there. Let's finish strong, boys. Let's finish strong. Let's finish strong here. Archer to Rohit Sharma. No. 7 runs that over. Holy cow, man. It's just we don't got any answers. We don't have any answers. It's have England just given up? Have England just given up? I mean, gosh. You know, Leach's effort on that ball was completely horrible. Sharma gets a 4. That now you go for 7 in the over. In Test, 7. Lazy fielding. Gosh, it's just you can't play like that. You can't play like this, man. And I mean, that just honestly, guys, is a reflection of the. I don't know if it's captaincy or coaching, but you cannot play this way. Gosh, that's just they've given up on this match already. It's unbelievable. Lazy fielding approaches, man. And whatever. It goes for 4. 2 runs. You know, you could have stopped it, maybe get 2 runs, but still, it makes a difference. They add up. It's contagious. Unbelievable. I can't even rant anymore, guys. It's ridiculous. Please tell me, Renil, you're watching this right now. Tell me England is given like there we go. Fight. Jeez. Fight. I'm gonna say, Renil, tell me that they're giving effort, man. Gosh. Bottom edge. Onto the stumps. What's the score? 98 for 3. 98 for 3. I mean, again, you can't give a guy like Kohli extra life. It took him from, I think it was 20 to 27. He got 7 extra runs, but that's still 7 extra runs. You know what I'm saying? Whew. Great ball there by Leach. Fight. If people are going to spend time watching you play, then you got to go out there and fight. You got to go out there and produce, man. Honestly. Let me update the score. Just don't hand it over. You know, you're representing England here. You know, you're representing every player who didn't get selected. You can't give it away. You fight. You lose, but you fight. And you don't lose because you play sloppy or play poorly. You lose because the other team was better. And yes, Australia is not Australia, sorry. India is better, but you don't just give it to them. You have to fight and you have to play clean. You cannot. I've seen like 3 drops or 2 drops, some bad lazy approaches. You cannot have that, guys. Let me get back in. The chat. Let's see what you guys were talking. I was just updated. 98 for 3. I mean, they're chasing 14 runs at this point, and they still got 7 wickets in hand. But you fight. That's it. You got to fight. Was desperate to see a century from Kohli. Man, this hurts. Listen, it's England has a little bit of life. Drop catches don't matter, Gabe. See? Are you serious right now? I know you just try to get me worked up. Leach came back and got him. But let me tell you something. I've seen drop catches cost teams 50 runs. I've seen them cost teams a century. You know what I mean? No, drop catches absolutely matter. There's only 10 wickets in cricket, all right? Every single wicket is so important. So important. All right, Rahane now in. No run, dot ball. Leach right now is trying to make up for that horrible fielding effort. Got himself a wicket, and hopefully, trying to keep England in this game. Is this the last over? Leach is underrated as a decent bowler. Yeah, England is still crying. Yeah, it's all about the spirit of the fight. I agree, Formless Avatar. It's about the spirit of the fight. You go out there and you battle. All right, you battle. You realize that you're representing everybody that roots for you. You're representing the nation and every player that did not get selected because you got selected. So you can't go out there and give a piss poor effort. That's unacceptable. Ooh, edge, but you know what? He gave up a run there, but that's, it's an edge. That's what you want right there. That's what you want right there. It found a little hole, so they got to run off of it. But Leach is bowling well. Han Solo gonna troll me. Only when Gabe gets your Jordan tattoo can the real England step forward and crush Nick's hopes. Until then, you are much. Is that why my luck's been bad? Because I forgot about the tattoo. You know what? I was actually, because like I said, I'm not gonna get a permanent one. But and that is Stump's last ball of the day. And I said I was gonna get it in ink, but not permanent ink. One of those like it's like that permanent not permanent, but temporary ink. They do the writing on their hands, and we couldn't find anybody to do it during COVID. But I'll get it done, and when I get it done, you'll be the first one to see it. I'll post it on our Twitter page. I lost a bet to you guys, and I am a man of honor. I am a man of my words. Guys, that is Stumps. 99 for 3. 99 for 3. India survives first day of this test match at night, and this survived the pink ball. We saw 13 wickets drop in day one. That is insane to me. That is absolutely insane to me. I gotta get out of here. I got a meeting ahead to. A final super chat there by Jihan. Brian Lara was dropped on 0, and the keeper said next guy he'll probably go on to get 100. He went on to get 501 no out, the record. No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Don't tell me drops don't matter. Drops absolutely matter. Gabe, we all heard Savannah say on the live stream that she can do it. She can't do it with the permanent ink. What's that called, guys? Remind me. A lot of times they do like this. Is it sari? Where the sari where they write on their hands? A lot of the women get it on for like the Indian tattoos and stuff like that for the weddings. That's what I'm planning on getting it. But everything was closed here in Vegas. Tattoo shops were actually closed due to COVID, man. But it's important. I like this right over here. Ask Ishant Sharma about drop catches. Early in his career, he dropped 3 players on 3 occasions. Michael Clark, Brendan McCullum, and Alistair Cook ended up scoring 329, 302, and 297 runs respectively. Yeah, drops matter, people. Drops matter. But man, guys, thank you for hanging out with us. Thanks for all the love. 99 for 3. Look out for hopefully a second stream, first stream for you guys tomorrow, second stream for me later on today, if all goes well with my vaccination. But much love. I got a meeting to head to before school starts. Great first day of cricket. 13 wickets dropped. You guys know the deal. If you haven't already done so, please hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and until next time, that's 6 runs.